And we start in San Francisco, where the APEC Summit is taking place. South Korean President Yoon makes his first appearance at the summit, which will see key discussions on economic challenges as well as diplomatic engagements on the sidelines. For more, we're joined by our presidential office correspondent Soo-young from San Francisco. Now, Soo-young, tell us about President Yoon's first day at the summit and how this summit, which represents 60% of the world economy, important for South Korea.
Hi, Kyung-eun. Hi. So President Yoon, it's still day one for him here in San Francisco as he embarks on his attendance at the APEC Summit here, of course. And he touched down bright and early on Wednesday morning, and he headed straight to an event, a luncheon for Korean nationals in the city. And then he was just in time to make the APEC CEO Summit, where he addressed other world leaders and leaders in tech. And he really talked about, his message was in line with APEC's own 4 key concepts this year, which are inclusion, resilience, sustainability, and innovation. For South Korea, the APEC Summit is significant in 2 ways, I would say. First, President Yoon will look to expand South Korea's contribution to the international community, not only by taking the lead in discussions on the kind of policies and initiatives on overcoming various global challenges, but by also empowering the private sector by meeting with businesses, entrepreneurs, and young people as well. And at the CEO Summit, we actually saw him briefly engaging with Apple CEO Tim Cook. They exchanged pleasantries and said it was good to meet. We didn't hear the exact words, though. Maybe we'll get that later. Through his multilateral meetings and these kind of engagements in San Francisco, the president will emphasize that he'll create an attractive investment environment in South Korea so that global companies can invest and also create quality local jobs. So that would indeed be the second way that the summit would matter for South Koreans. According to Yoon's press secretary, Kyung-eun, greater economic and diplomatic connectivity is going to lead to more opportunities for South Korean businesses, households, and young people, of course.
Right now, President Yoon's message throughout the sessions is likely to be in tune with the theme of the summit, which is creating a resilient and sustainable future for all. Now tell us about his first keynote speech at the APEC CEO Summit.
Right, so one keyword that we should take away from President Yoon's speech is connectivity. And he said there should be connectivity in 3 areas. First of all, trade, investment and supply chains. He said that connectivity needs to be strengthened across the APEC region to promote free movement of goods and services, which is what APEC has long stood for in its 30 years of these world leaders holding summits. And this would include measures like lowering trade barriers and forging innovative responses to new challenges cropping up, which hinder free trade, such as early warning systems. Now, President Yoon also called for digital interconnectivity, noting that data and transactions should also move seamlessly across borders, as well as digital divides between societies being removed to promote equality. Now, Yoon noted here that South Korea announced its own digital Bill of Rights in September based on 5 principles that he's been espousing: freedom, fairness, safety, innovation, and solidarity. Now, President Yoon has been pushing for new digital standards across the world to protect and enhance human welfare amid the rapid evolution of digital technologies, including artificial intelligence. Now, the South Korean leader also emphasized the need to expand exchanges between youth within the APEC region, as interactions between them would lead to innovative ideas and business opportunities. He actually proposed an exchange program for young scientists in particular, ideas such as visa waivers and speedy entries to enable easier travel to study, research, and also attend workshops between the APEC countries. And this is all based on South Korea's own experience of adopting the APEC business travel card system, which promoted intra-regional trade investment as well as these people-to-people exchanges.
Right. Now, the much-anticipated summit between U.S. President Joe Biden and Chinese President Xi Jinping took place. Can we expect a face-to-face meeting between Yoon and Xi?
Well, Kyung-eun, I can tell you nothing has been confirmed yet, but there certainly is a lot of speculation, especially among the correspondents here, that there may be a meeting between President Yoon and President Xi Jinping of China, especially because the Japanese leader, Prime Minister Fumio Kishida, is expected to meet with Xi Jinping as well, following Xi's own summit with President Joe Biden, which we saw just a few hours ago here on Wednesday. Now, Seoul and Beijing's relations have been tense over the past few years, following China's economic retaliation since 2016 to Seoul's decision to deploy a U.S. missile defense system on South Korean soil. Now, in the years following, particularly over the past year, Beijing has shown a rather strong distaste towards Seoul, broadening its alliance with Washington beyond security issues to more comprehensive mutual interests, from trade and supply chains to new technologies, space, education. And of course, we saw the Chinese ambassador to Seoul having stirred some controversy in South Korea with some vitriolic comments. Now, at the same time, the two economies are still deeply intertwined, and China, of course, is South Korea's largest trading partner. China also needs South Korea for its semiconductor technology, as well as other areas of high-tech digital. So these two partners really need to mend ties in some ways and look and forge a new forward-looking relationship as they face common challenges such as North Korea's security threats and environmental problems as well. So if the two do meet, then it would be the first time since last November at the G20 summit in Bali, Indonesia, when the two men met. Now, President Yoon, on that note, is also expected to meet with Prime Minister Fumio Kishida of Japan to hold a separate bilateral summit on Thursday. That's according to Japanese media. And they are, of course, on Friday expected to hold a joint lecture at Stanford University regarding technology, innovation, and economic security. Back to you, Kyung-eun.
All right, Soo-young, thank you for your reporting. Do keep us posted.